5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's in the pit. What up?
How's everyone doing? It's Tie-Dye Friday.
Yeah,
It most certainly is.
Thank you.
We all got our tie-dye on. Audio again.
You got that audio? You got that audio disease?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Audio
makes
immune
sense.
disease.
You want to
Audio
go
immune? You're immune to audio?
Yeah, sure.
Casey, can we see your shirt?
Yeah,
Casey, stand up.
What?
I want to see your shirt. Stand up.
Yeah, everybody, hey viewers, see it.
Shirt
Stand
flex.
the fuck
Stand up and
please.
say.
You want me to stand
I
up?
mean, lift the viewers seat. Hey, everybody, look, he's a goofball today.
What do you guys think? What do you give it?
I love it.
I mean,
Matches you personality-wise, Dodo.
I'd give it an 8.
An 8?
An 8. Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
That's creative.
Nice.
That's great. How many
Yeah.
tie-dye shirts do you have? A lot? You're wearing freaking.
Here's the thing. How many, he has either how many tie-dye shirts or how many blunts does he have? All right?
One at a time. Let's start with the tie-dye.
All right.
I want to say 4 or 5.
Really?
How many
blunts?
blunts do you have?
Alright, now the tie-dye. Now the tie-dye.
Tie-dye for once. We're not throwing shit using the laundry detergent.
All right. How's everyone doing today, Kev? Johnny?
I'm doing well.
My bad. Kev, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Johnny?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
All right.
He's gonna start
Dave,
yelling
how
like
you
5
doing?
minutes.
I'm doing lovely.
Lovely. Wow.
I like Dave's tie-dye shirt.
Thank you. It's my girlfriend's. She just luckily got it in a men's large because she likes them oversized. So.
Keep that shit to yourself.
All right.
Yo, Casey.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did you just?
I made a huge mistake.
Did you just spit in your coffee?
Is that a real spit take?
We lost Casey. He's
No, I mean.
No, that was. That was a lob. I can't even.
That was a lob.
I just.
Easy. So
Here you go.
Oh my god.
Lob City over here.
That was good.
I'm dead.
How's it going?
I'm doing good, Casey.
I didn't ask.
You didn't
Go
ask.
fuck yourself.
No, how you
Fuck
doing?
you, goofy.
No, just-
Yuck.
Yup.
I'm good, bro.
I'm a bitch.
How are you?
I'm great.
All right, let's get the show rolling here.
I mean, did you ask?
We're gonna do an intro.
Fuck.
Wait, we haven't done the intro. We haven't done.
He hasn't even
We're just seeing. Yeah, we're just seeing what everyone's doing.
He's a hamster.
Sophie, how are you doing?
AJ, how you doing?
Hilarious. He goes, ask Sophie how she's doing. Sophie doesn't even respond. AJ, how you
Sophie, how are you doing? That's great. AJ.
I'm saving the best for last.
What do you mean?
She was in the middle of it. I asked her while she's answering.
asked.
I did. And as she was answering, you just rudely interrupted her and said, "How are you doing, AJ?"
Yeah, because I wanted to say the best for last.
Oh, yeah, don't
Asshole.
Asshole.
Ever since you put that shirt on, Case, you've just changed.
You're different now.
You're really goofy with that
Really
shirt on,
goofy.
You know that?
Oh my
You're a
god.
Fucking pulling it. You think you're too
goofy
big for us around here?
Oh.
I goofy asshole you are with that.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
AJ.
doing? Casey, I'm doing great now for the intro.
All right. Sophie, how you doing? Awesome. That's great.
Everyone's doing fantastic.
You make it yourself?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Love it.
You made 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Wow. Do you hear this shit? She made 4 tie-dye shirts by herself.
Let's go, Sophie.
Probably more to go.
Tie-dye Friday.
You know, people can make. It looks great, and I love it. But you know, people can.
Yeah.
Why are you like? That's not. Is that the?
Rachel got her tie-dye.
Is that the first time you ever heard someone like make their own tie-dye?
Yeah. I know. People make tie-dye. She made them. What? Just to wear.
Someone had to make it.
She made it just for tie-dye Friday. That's
Sophie, tell the ostrich how you make a tie-dye shirt.
I know. Hey, I'm sure you get some dye and you fucking.
It's done. It's all right. Can we move on?
You dye.
We need to start the show. We haven't even started the show yet.
Want to say hi to the color real quick?
Oh my god.
Just fucking go.
Alright, here we go.
It's too early.
We got episode 180, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is Friday. welcome to Win the Pit. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you get our videos as soon as they come out. We had a snack time Doritos come out last night. There's been a lot of you that have been wanting to see that episode. Joey did a great job editing that video. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't so already. We got mug shots coming out. 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock? We got mug shots coming out at 5 o'clock Eastern time today. And make sure you check out our TikTok page. We got a couple of funny TikToks that are going to come out later today. Spoiler alert. And yeah, let's get on with the show, Goofy Pants.
Hey Casey, can I tell you a joke?
Oh, Joey! You totally missed it.
Oh.
What's up, Joey?
Good morning, everybody. I'm on camera right now, but
Is your mic on?
I don't know, is it?
Nice ass. Ooh. Yes, it's on.
This is getting fucking weird in here. What's going on?
It's Friday, dude. Let's get weird.
I made up a joke.
It's already weird.
Fucking weird before you walked in.
Well, I mean, I just heard you call Casey Goofy Pants. So we call him.
That's nothing compared to what happened.
We call him a few different. Check the tape.
Nothing happened?
You'll have to check it. No, check the tape.
All right, well, I'll catch up.
Check the tape.
You know what, Joey? I have a question to ask.
You know what, dude? Hit me. I got the answer.
Are fruit snacks candy?
Yeah.
What?
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly.
Dude, first of all, they're made out of gelatin, which is made out of horse bones. So,
Fun fact.
Like all my favorite
yeah,
candies.
gelatin's not vegan, dude. Because
Horse bones.
Bones, usually horse bones.
Sorry, that makes me built like a horse. But yeah,
Would you say chocolate is candy?
built like a horse.
Yeah, can we get to this? Can we get to this?
Oh.
This one's way more.
The fact that Johnny doesn't think that chocolate is candy is ridiculous.
Joey doesn't think it is either.
Joey's on your side.
You don't think it's either? How is it candy?
It's its own thing.
What? What do you
It's
mean?
Willy Wonka in charge of candy, right? Okay, he makes chocolate bars. What is a candy bar?
A chocolate.
If I said I had a candy bar and I showed up with a Hershey's bar, you'd be like, that's not a candy bar.
What is a candy bar? There's no bars of like hard candy.
Alright, Willy Wonka argument almost got me. I was willing to succeed.
Alright, wait. So hold on. What's a candy bar?
What's a candy bar?
Yeah.
Great question. Let me think about it for a second.
I just got it. Have you ever had like a giant gummy bear that's like just a bar? Like,
Here, let me think.
I would say candy bar would be like remember M&M's had those bars?
Just chocolate.
it's fucking chocolate. Fucking chocolate.
Candy coated. I'm pretty sure M&M's say candy coated chocolate pieces. As if
Yeah.
candy and chocolate are two different things.
On Halloween-
So I just talked you guys into it. You guys just
No. No one's.
On Halloween, what are you getting?
What am I getting?
Candy.
That's a good one too.
And
my
and
family doesn't
there.
celebrate
Then why does little box of chocolate say assorted candies?
I think it's a sort of chocolate.
I think calling chocolate candy is outdated. You're talking 1960s shit.
No, I think it's the other way around.
No.
Where now candy is known as like the umbrella of all of like the sweet little things that we get on Halloween or whatever.
No, that's an
And
old,
now-
outdated. It's like asinine. It's fucking old.
Let's Google it right now.
Of course, Google's got their fucking definitions because they're paid.
Of course Google is gonna. Of course the definition is gonna say that.
They're paid off by Big Candy. Okay, that's it.
Now Joey's thrown off now.
This is what I'm gonna say.
I just got here.
I would call.
my coffee.
I would call something like a Twix bar a chocolate bar. I wouldn't call it a candy bar. I would call it a chocolate bar.
Makes
it's
sense.
Different.
It's candy.
All right,
It's different.
But a chocolate bar is a candy bar.
Is chocolate considered candy?
Well,
I'd like to know.
Chocolate is not actually candy.
Johnny,
Let's go.
oh my God, dude.
Read the rest of
A
it.
sweet food made with sugar or other sweeteners, typically formed in small shaped pieces and flavored with chocolate, fruit, or nuts.
Chocolate is not actually candy.
Yeah,
but
like pure chocolate. Do you eat pure chocolate?
in the modern era,
Right.
chocolate is consumed the same
Left.
snackable way that
Right.
candy is eaten.
Yeah.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
When you pull candy up and in the definition it mentions chocolate,
chocolate.
I think that kind of gives us.
This category called sugar confectionery encompasses chocolate, gum, candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Call up Hershey. Call him up. There's got to be a number
You
for Hershey.
really jumped on that one.
Mr. Hershey, I have a question.
Sometimes it does that. See?
Is chocolate considered a candy?
We're getting our candy expert on the phone.
Jack of all trades.
Who you calling?
This is also from a forum.
Which is?
Mike, emergency question. We're live on the pit right now. We're in the middle of a debate. Is chocolate candy?
Trust your gut.
He really had to think about it. I like that he thought about it. That was a calculated answer.
I got their numbers. Joey and Johnny are saying no.
I'm gonna get Hershey's on the horn here.
What are they saying this?
Johnny's saying.
It's its own thing.
Johnny and Joey are saying it's not.
Johnny's saying that it's its own thing. That chocolate's its own food group.
It's just its own food group.
It's not its own food group. It's like a sidestep of candy.
What did that mean?
Hold on, what?
Okay, but if you ask for like candy,
Step across.
If I asked for candy and I got a chocolate bar, I would be confused. Because candy
I think
to
that's
me is
insane.
fruity and sweet. That's how I define candy.
You, though, but that's
Of
not
course, it's
how
all our own definitions.
That's an opinion.
wait. Let's back up. It has to be fruity.
I consider candy fruity.
What about like peppermint? Like a mint?
That's chocolatey. Like a chocolate,
What?
like a York patty.
What do you know?
Peppermint? Oh,
Like a mint, hard candy. Yeah, like a hard candy thing. Like
The aliens got Johnny's brain yesterday. From all the noises, Johnny, are you all right?
So wait a minute.
No.
If he's saying fruity is its own category, so you're saying nut candies are different too?
What do you mean by nut candies?
Nut candies.
Like
There's nuts.
like
and candy.
sugary, like a sugary peanut butter thing.
Nut candy.
Like a Hershey bar.
Peanut butter ones.
Reese's
Reese's?
Yeah.
Reese's are chocolate bars.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces?
Is that candy?
Snickers.
It's candy coated.
It's candy coated peanut butter. There's no chocolate.
Yeah, so it's candy.
Okay.
candy coated.
I'm just saying, but that's not fruity.
Okay.
I'm saying you're changing your own definition.
shell is chocolate. Peanuts and caramel on it.
That's not chocolate.
Are you sure?
It's not. There's zero chocolate in Reese's Pieces.
Are you sure?
I'm positive because I'm disappointed every time I have them.
Really?
Reese's Pieces. You're not getting me on that. I've said it the same my whole life.
Hey, what about Baby Ruth or Snickers? What is that?
Almond Joys.
I mean, I call those a candy bar, but like, yeah.
What about chocolate covered raisins?
I mean, that comes to that disappointment.
That's not candy.
That's candy.
I love you.
Chocolate covered raisins.
I love that.
Yeah, they're fine.
Ross was at the movie theaters.
White chocolate.
Love those.
Oh, those are great.
Love those.
Those are candy.
Chocolate is just chocolate. It's
A lot of
its own
people. Okay,
thing.
wait. So in the comments, a lot of people are actually agreeing with you, but someone just goes, "Johnny just turned into Casey today."
You guys are just scared to be big brained like I am.
Someone else
okay?
says
You guys
it's
are
not
scared
that
of the
serious, guys. LOL, and I agree with you.
truth. Is anything we talk about on the show that serious?
I mean, we're getting fired up right now.
Pause for a second. We've been talking about this for 15 minutes. Let's go down the line. Is chocolate
I think we already went through
yeah,
everyone.
we already know.
Chocolate is candy.
Nick.
Yes, unanimous.
Nut.
Yes.
Unanimous.
I say yes.
Yeah, chocolate is a category of candy.
Johnny, I know what your answer is. Sophie. Kevin.
No.
AJ.
Hold on, what? Sophie?
What happened? What just happened? We just went down the line and everyone started saying it.
I never once said that once.
Explain
I'm not mad.
Explain.
I'm not mad at you,
Chocolate's
Sophie.
not
I'm just very
candy.
disappointed right now.
Chocolate's not candy.
I know.
Why
I
don't you
can't.
check freaking background check?
I know.
I know. I'm
Should have asked the question.
Right?
Another person
Yeah.
says, "Everyone relax." Everyone's worried for us, you guys.
List graphic.
Yes.
Is chocolate candy? Yes or no?
My God.
We have our first post today.
Yeah. Do we even have a topic yet?
Nope.
No, I think that if we didn't stop, we would be talking about this for the next 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Let's get to
Bless you.
Thank you.
quick. We have to get a fruit snacks one down the line.
No,
Our
no.
fruit snacks candy. I'm gonna go with no.
No.
How about you, Nut? Fruit snacks candy?
Yes.
Joey?
Joey.
Fruit snacks are their own thing, dude. And again, they're made. And they're made. out
Wait, so how can you consider
Yeah,
fruit snacks to be not candy, but chocolate to be candy?
No, Joey was, or no, I forget what Joey landed on. Yeah.
Joey, no, I'm talking about these two.
Oh.
No, Joey's on our side.
How do you rationalize to me, Casey and Big Nick, how fruit snacks are not candy, but
'em.
chocolate is?
Get him.
Because
Look at you, Casey.
look at that.
I mean,
Can you bring up the graphic?
Yes.
like just because they call it.
Fruit snack.
Yeah, but just
That's not.
just because they call it snacks.
Candy?
Well, that's just marketing. That's just good marketing.
What?
Casey.
Okay, if you put like a Welch's fruit snacks and like a gummy bear next to each other, like how different are those really?
Gummy bears are way sweeter, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it's all just sugar.
That's a rabbit hole.
No,
That's a
because
rabbit
gummy
hole.
bears are harder, right?
No.
No, that's not really what I'm getting at.
Guys, we're gonna go down another rabbit hole.
I really think we should change it.
Yeah, change the top. Next, first top.
Wait, can I at least say I on the record, fruit snacks are candy?
Yes, I'm with you. Okay, move on, please.
Call you this all started because Nick was like, I don't do candy on snack time. He's like,
No, this started because he was eating Gushers at 7:45 in the morning.
I mean, I was just
Gushers.
I'm gonna bust my fucking cojones.
Fruit gushers.
Gushers. He said Gushers were candy.
Gushers are even closer to candy than a fucking gummy bear.
You sick bastard.
all right, let's get to the show. Our first topic.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles Angels designate
We need some angels after that conversation.
designate future Hall of Famer Albert Pujols for assignment.
R.I.P.
Yeah, dude, let him finish out, dude. Have some respect for him.
No, I mean,
This 1 year he has left.
I mean, you're paying the guy $30 million.
yeah, but like he's so bad. He's been so bad for them. He's the reason why the Angels haven't done well. Yes.
Because of him.
When you have $30 million on the books to one player and you feel like you have to start him because of that.
That's a fair point.
Who's a black hole in your lineup. In 2017, he was not just like just a way of just saying it, by statistically, he was the worst player in baseball in 2017 in terms of WAR, wins above replacement. So when you have to start that guy in your lineup every night, it's a black hole and it holds you back.
Start him, but don't DFA him, dude. Let's start him.
Why?
Start him once every couple games.
You have Ohtani at DH and you have Jared Walsh at first base. Where do you put Albert Pujols? Why do you start a guy? Why do you keep a guy around?
Can't be a bench player.
Put Pujols as DH, you know, when Ohtani needs a rest or when Ohtani's on the mound.
He hits when he's been on
Tommy
mound.
John again.
Johnny,
What?
why do you pay these guys this much money?
To play baseball?
Because they put asses in the seats.
Yeah, has Albert Pujols done that? He's been on the team for 10 years now. He's
I
forgotten.
don't care if Albert Pujols hits 100 for the rest of his career. People are going to come because they want his autograph.
This isn't 2011. This is 2009. This is 2021 when Albert Pujols hasn't been a
still gonna be a
relevant
Hall of
player in
Famer, though.
baseball
He's still
for
gonna
10
be a
years.
Hall of
Of course,
Famer.
he's first ballot. He's
His
inner
name
circle.
farewell
carries
tour,
value.
dude.
I'm saying Albert Pujols.
Carries value, absolutely.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
Do you think Greg Maddux was just as effective late in his career as he was early?
he wasn't nearly as much of a black
But
hole.
people went to see him because he was Greg Maddux.
But he wasn't nearly as much of a black hole as Albert Pujols
It
is.
doesn't matter.
It does matter when you're trying to win games. When you have a guy like Mike Trout in his prime still, and you've made one playoff with Mike Trout in the playoff as a player.
But
that's not
letting
Pujols' fault,
Pujols
though.
It's
walk
part
is
of
not
Pujols'
going to
fault.
turn you from what you are now into like the contender that you should
I'm
be
just
with
saying,
Trout and
what
Ohtani.
I'm saying is that the Pujols signing, at the time wasn't a big mistake, but he played terribly for the Angels. He was awful for the Angels. And when you're playing a guy that much money and he doesn't perform, yeah, he's a great Hall of Famer player. But at some point it's a sunk cost fallacy. They should have cut him 4
I
years ago.
actually don't know the answer to this. How are the
$120 million.
Yeah.
how are
Sunk
the
cost
Angels,
I
fallacy.
assume
how
what
are the
happens
Angels doing
is
this year? Do they have a chance of making
They're
the
under,
postseason?
yeah, of course they have the chance. It's still early. They're
Sure,
under 500.
yeah, but I mean, are they like in contention? Like, do they look like they're going to be there?
Potentially. I mean, when you have Mike Trout in your lineup, when you have Shohei Ohtani, when you have Anthony Rendon in your lineup, that is enough offense right there in that core to make it so that you are a contending team. You are competing. And having a guy like Albert Pujols in your lineup is just a black hole. This year, he's hitting 198, 372 slugging, a 622 OPS plus, which is, awful. Awful. There's nowhere you put a guy like that in your lineup. There's just no space for him. And if you're not going to start the guy, and you don't really want him coming off the bench for you, then what's the point of keeping a roster spot for him?
I just don't think that move really moves the needle for them as a team
change the
over the
Angels at all.
yeah
No. But it's a statement where this isn't working, this hasn't been working, we need to just move on and just cut our losses, and that's what the Angels are doing. They're cutting their losses and moving on.
So where do we?
I think it was fair.
Where do you think he's going next? If he goes somewhere.
The Hall of Fame.
I hate to say it. You don't think the team wins? No.
I assume what happened is they like told him like you can either like retire and like we like do it like this, or you can just be a free agent right now. And I think he wanted to play, so he wanted
I can see like a middle tier team sign him for the reasoning that Nut was talking about, putting asses in seats.
Yeah.
For the name value, I think there's a team that
Why'd
would
they
take a
sign
shot
Tim
on that.
Tebow?
The
There you
Mets?
go.
Yeah,
The New York
Grizzlies
Mets,
stuff.
when they signed Tim Tebow, they had no intention of him getting called up. They did that to sell out every single AA game.
Of course,
And they
there's
did.
signings and players that you add.
And
You signed Albert Pujols back in 2011 to win games, not to just put asses in the seats. It was part of it, but you signed him to win games. He was not helping you win games at all.
Was Bryce Harper really helping win games last year? Or the year before?
Yeah. He's been a above to very good player both of his years in Philly. He's just not the $330 million player that he was expected to be.
Right, but that's why they paid him.
They paid him to be
no, you pay
to be
someone
2015
for
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, it's not the only
You pay
thing.
someone to
Win.
to perform, but you also pay them for money, jersey sales.
Of course,
ticket
it's
sales,
all added on
that
top of
stuff
it.
is involved.
But do you think like the Blue Jays signed Marcus Semien to put asses in the seat? Marcus Semien's not a guy who's gonna put asses in the seat.
Well,
they signed a guy like that to win.
Three of the last
case with players.
4 years, Bryce Harper has hit 0.24, 0.26, 0.26. So I mean,
But if you look at his advanced statistic, if you look at his on-base percentage, you look at his slugging, he has over an 880 OPS in all those seasons. That's good. That's very good.
Why do you think the Red Sox signed Steve Pierce to a one-year deal back
on the last season, 962.
Of course, I'm not saying there aren't deals that you make to put asses in the seats. The Nats re-signed Gerardo Parra for no reason other than the baby shark thing.
Exactly.
But that's not what you pay someone. You pay someone $330 million or whatever Albert Pujols gets paid annually, not just to put asses in the seats. It's to win games.
But
and
did they
Albert Pujols, the
realistically
bottom
think-
line is that Albert Pujols wasn't helping the Angels win games.
Well, they also signed him 10 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's like as
this is the back end. It doesn't really matter.
He's not supposed to perform like he did 10 years ago.
Exactly.
I mean,
There's
that's
no
the point.
way that they
Bryce Harper-
realistically expected him to live up to that.
In 10 years, Bryce Harper isn't going to be playing like he is now. There's no way. I mean, that's just how it is.
I'll tell you what, I want to catch Albert Pujols' 600.
I'm with you on that.
Home run.
Because if Albert
681st home run, I mean, it doesn't really matter. If I say I have a ball from Albert Pujols and he hit his 690th home run, I mean, it's worth it.
Nice.
Absolutely. I think if he went like I'm just thinking a random team, the Cubs. Like if he went to the Cubs, a bunch of Chicago fans would buy an Albert Pujols jersey because that's just.
All right, here's a fact.
Like that.
Here's a fact for you guys.
That's why you signed
Since 2017, in terms of WAR, of qualified players to qualify for this, the two worst players in baseball are Chris Davis with negative 5.1 wins above replacement, and then Albert Pujols. This is since 2017. This is a large sample size. Since 2017, Albert Pujols has hit 240 with a 290 on base percentage and a 405 slugging percentage.
How do you hit 240? and have a
-5 for Chris
WAR?
Davis.
Yeah, he's an awful.
Oh,
but these are two guys.
How do you hit 240 and have a
That's
negative
so
5
bad.
WAR?
Because his defense is atrocious. He
So
can't
put him in the DH slot.
You have
Put him in the DH
Shohei.
slot.
Why push?
Because
Put him in there.
yeah, like or
Slide
put,
him in. Yeah.
slide him in.
This is running baseball just for nostalgia's sake. This is not running a baseball team you want to win. And if you have Mike Trout and you're paying Mike Trout $400 million, you're trying to win. If you're signing Anthony Rendon to $240
they really
million
are.
contract,
This is a step in the right direction, is it not?
I think that goes back to the point.
This is improving the
cutting
roster.
Pujols doesn't change anything about their team. It just doesn't. They don't get
it
better
gets
because of
a
this.
roster spot that is otherwise a black hole off the team.
Who are they going to get that's going to change their team?
There's a lot of season. I don't know.
I mean, they could do a lot of things with
The
that.
Angels really wanted to win. They 100% should have outbid the Yankees for freaking Garrett Cole.
Yeah, they probably should have.
Yeah.
But they also signed
reason why
Anthony Rendon that
The reason why the
offseason.
Angels are where they are isn't because they have Albert Pujols to that contract.
It certainly is a
Multiple
huge
reasons.
part of it.
Well, it's many reasons why they're like that.
I mean, you could argue, and you could call this bias all you want. You could argue when the Red Sox had Pablo's deal, they had Hanley's deal and shit, they still won a World Series despite all that bad.
Yeah, of course you can be successful while building around. But the Albert Pujols in the last decade, while Mike Trout's been on the Angels, the one constant that has been holding them back is that Albert Pujols contract. I think that's the reason.
I don't know if we can just point to that.
It's not the only reason. Of course, not the only. If you have a team that can't develop any pitching, they can't develop any prospects. That's a problem in itself.
So I mean, like,
It didn't sound like we were Trout the deal.
No cap.
Zero
cap.
Yes, cap.
Pay all this.
What?
So as he does.
They still have to pay the contract.
Yeah, they pay the rest of the contract
Rest of the season.
So why get rid of him?
because he's not doing anything for you. He's a negative value on
There's
your
no
team.
reason to get rid of him then. If you
There
know
is
that
reason
he's
to get rid of
an
him. He's
aging
taking up a
veteran who's
roster
on his way to the
spot.
Hall of Fame, who's in the final year of his contract.
Retire on you.
That's great.
And what are
when
you
you
gonna-
have
how
Mike
much are
Trout
you
and
gonna
you've won
improve by
0
opening up
playoff
a
games with
roster
Mike
spot?
Trout, it's time to be done with nostalgia. It's time to be over that. You got to make business decisions.
I know.
You have-
This is a business decision. Yes.
it's a bad business decision.
No, business.
They should have cut him 5 years ago.
On keeping Pujols the rest of the year.
Well,
I'm sure someone ran it.
okay, wait. Here, I got something for you. You know what would be a real moneymaker for the Angels is getting Mike Trout to more playoff games.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's a lot of money there.
You're going to get more money than Albert
Is that-
Pujols in his final year of his contract, grounding into a double
Need a
play.
new GM then.
They do.
I know. I mean, I think that's true
You're
too.
saying the only reason the Angels haven't made the playoffs is because
I'm not saying it's the only
Not the
reason.
only
I'm not
reason.
saying that. though.
You're making it
the
seem like
Angels.
Albert Pujols
I'm not saying that at all.
is the biggest
I'm saying this is. I think this is more of a culture step than anything else.
It's saying we're no
like a
longer-
moving forward kind of thing.
If he had multiple years left, I'd say that. But he had 1 year left on his deal. So, I mean, I don't know if that changes the culture.
Angels will still not make the playoffs this year.
They clearly just wanted to make a roster change, and they told him like, "Hey, you can either retire now or you can just be released." And he's like, "I want to keep playing."
Here's the thing: if he says I'm going to retire, he'd have to forfeit the rest of the summer. Wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Rest of the
that.
summer.
I thought you would have to.
$30 million. Fuck you, fuck. I ain't forfeit it.
Yeah.
You can pay me to sit at home, then asshole.
Exactly, yeah, because then everybody would do
Yeah,
that.
and if you guys talk about the roster spot thing, wouldn't you want them to like have another guy lined up first before you just?
I mean, at this point, anyone's better than Pujols. At this point in his career, anyone's better than
So, John,
Pujols.
you said that 2017 he had one of his worst years, right?
Since 2017 to now, he's
not that I
been the second worst
disagree,
player.
it's that it sucks to hear.
What if they get Chris Davis?
I'm just saying this as a baseball fan, because obviously I'm a Red Sox fan, but when I went out to California 2 summers ago, and I went to Anaheim Stadium, and I saw Pujols in line, don't get me wrong, it was unbelievable to see Trout, but I saw an iconic figure in the batter's box hitting 3 times, and I can say in my lifetime that I saw one of the greatest right-handed hitters that ever lived hit. And if he went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts or 3 for 3 with 3 home runs, I saw one of the greatest of all time in my generation. Not of all time, in my generation. Swing the bat, play the game of baseball.
Did you go to a
I'm
Dodgers
very
game
happy we
too?
got to see that. I mean, I don't hate Albert Pujols. I think he's a great player. I think he's an inner circle guy. I think he's one of the best batters of all time.
disrespect.
No disrespect to Albert Pujols. However,
No disrespect, but he's done.
he's washed.
No disrespect, but he's trash.
He had one good year in Anaheim. And you're paying a guy that much money, he has to perform. And that's on him for not performing. You talk about guys like that. You talk about
money too.
exactly. You have to perform.
Isn't he 40? Crystal ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You signed him to a 10-year deal 10 years ago. Of course, he's not going to be as good as
He wasn't good in any of that
my
year. He
grandfather
had one
$50
good
million
year.
and then
2014
yell at
was his
him for
only
not
good year. And
hitting
look how
above
good the Angels were in 2014 when he has one good year. They were 98 and 64, right? Yeah, that's the math right. 98 and 64, number 1 seed in the playoffs. They still got
All-star in
swept.
2015. Come on.
He was all right in 2015. But like, if you're paying a guy
If you're an
300
all-star, I mean,
million,
you're pretty good. So 40 home runs. I mean, that's
yeah, but look at his average.
OPS was
Look at his
trash.
average from
trash, but like-
from
And
he had
2015 compared to what it
31
was in
home runs
20,
next year,
2010, 2009.
what, Johnny? I don't know, man. He had 119 RBIs in 2016. That's
RBIs is superficial.
That's one of the top.
What's he?
For his
Oh my
career,
God.
That's in
Okay,
the
so
top
home
half.
runs don't count. His RBIs don't
No, RBIs
count.
are superficial stat because it requires on people to get on base before you.
Johnny, I can't
control my
If you ignore his
RBIs. I can-
RBIs and his hits and his batting average and his home runs, he sucked.
No, that's not even close to what I'm saying. I mean,
His batting average was almost the same as it was in 2014 and 2016.
yeah, that's not great. Look at his average.
You said he was good in 2014, but his batting average and all these stats are even better than it was in 2014. 2014, he had 28 home runs, 105 RBIs. 2016, 31 home runs, 119 RBIs. His batting average was only .04 less than it was in 2014. you're saying he had one good year. I'm seeing a solid stretch from him, at least from 2014 to 2016. So I
He
don't
had
know what to
a
say.
780. So a good
He had 30 home runs in
OPS.
2012
So this is what I'm saying. A good OPS in baseball is considered to be around 800. That's like a league average OPS. In none of those seasons was his OPS league average. His
90, 86, 77, 79, 79, 78, 67, 70, 73.
That's not that good.
Johnny, he's also
When you're paying
in
a
his
guy
mid-30s.
$30 million a year to have mediocre stats, that's not good.
When you get signed through all that money when you're 30, when you're 35, you're not going to be putting up the same numbers, great numbers as you
He
were
didn't put
5,
up any
6 years
great
ago.
numbers. If you look at his
3 seasons where
those aren't great. Those are average numbers.
Johnny, I don't know what
Those are average
I'm not even a passionate
numbers.
baseball fan. I'm getting riled up right now. You know what
In
I
his
mean?
career
we
in
can all agree
Anaheim.
on is that it stinks that his career is probably going to end this
Yes,
way.
yes.
That he is a legend, and it stinks that it's ending like this.
Exactly. I agree with that.
The only thing I'm
it
going
is
to mention,
like
the only thing I'm going to mention is this, okay? And I'm going to put up a Red Sox one, then I'm going to put up a National one.
Okay.
Say that David Ortiz wanted to keep playing. You're going to tell me that the Boston Red Sox are going to look at Ortiz and they're going to tell him, you are done. Like, let's say Ortiz didn't go out the way he did. Obviously, he had a great season that year. Say that he was ass. Say he was ass. You're going to tell me that the Red Sox are going to look at him and say he was under contract and they're going to cut him. The Red Sox fans would obliterate the Red
I'll
Sox.
say this. This is what I'll say.
Obliterate.
In 2014, Derek Jeter was the reason why the Yankees didn't make the playoffs.
They were cutting Derek Jeter.
Well, I was also
gonna
going to
cut
say,
him, but when you
in
bet-
both of those scenarios, like both Jeter and Ortiz mean more to those franchises
Than Pujols means to the
does
Angels.
to the
Oh,
Angels.
for sure.
Like
What if Pujols
Ortiz
never
is
to the
literally
Angels?
like most people's favorite Red Sox ever. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, if David Ortiz walked in here now, I'd probably cry.
no, I do, but I just mean like, yeah. And, but he's
I think I would
built
swallow
different.
my own tongue.
And he also won them like multiple titles and like
And let me just go real fast to your national books. I told you I would. Say Juan Soto at the time. Let's say if he does what he's supposed to do. Okay?
I mean, you could say Ryan Zimmerman. That's a more fitting.
Well, let's say Juan Soto is with the Nationals for 20 plus years.
Okay.
Say he was fantastic for 15 of them. But then all of a sudden he's at 35, 36, and he's ass, but he's okay. But then he goes from okay to 37, 38 to ass, and more ass. You're going to sit there and tell me the Nationals are going to look at him after 18, 19 years on the team and say to him, you suck, we're getting rid of you.
Pujols wasn't on the team for 18, 19 years. He didn't accumulate that goodwill with the Angels. He was mediocre when his time with the Angels. When you pay a guy that much money to be mediocre, they don't have that goodwill that they have with your franchise.
Well, okay.
So let's say Juan Soto left the Nats and went to the Cubs. And with the Cubs, he was okay. He had a couple pretty good seasons, but the rest of the time, and the Cubs are paying him $400 million. And by the end of that contract, Soto is not performing at all. Then I'm thinking, the Cubs should cut that guy. He's dead weight.
I agree. Alrighty, any last topics on Albert Pujols? We got
One last thing. I got one last thing. One last thing. If Albert Pujols was a free agent after that last year with the Cardinals today, he would have signed for double that.
Yeah, probably.
He would have signed for almost $500 million.
Probably.
He would have made more than Trout. He would have made more than Betts. He would have made more than everybody.
Yeah.
Because he was before.
He was elite.
He was in a league of his own when he was a free agent that year.
I mean, I will say this. His last season with the Cardinals, there were worrying signs of his decline. You could see it in that last year.
The Cardinals made a right move.
They did make the right move. They made the 100% made the right move.
They saw something that nobody else saw.
Yeah.
Great move.
Alrighty.
All right, so we're circling back to the chocolate candy thing, right?
Okay.
I would go back. I'd go upstairs. We're talking about one of Nick's favorite people. Oh God, Jake Paul.
Oh baby.
This took over the internet yesterday.
Is this the gotcha hat?
Yeah, I hate this absolutely took over the internet yesterday.
This is all publicity. I think people need to understand. This is set up. This is staged, and they're doing this to hype up the fight.
Have you seen the video?
This is exactly, before you show me the video, this is exactly why Jake Paul, his name is out there, because idiots like us keep talking about him.
No, honestly.
I'll say this.
No, that's all.
He does
Yeah.
wild shit like this.
It was pretty entertaining.
If you don't pay attention to it, then it wouldn't mean
That's
anything.
why I'm saying
It's
this
so
fight.
wild.
They stage
It's like
it.
hockey.
You know what's so wild that I haven't punched you in the face yet?
God, I fucking hate both these guys.
Yeah,
honestly, I hate Mayweather too. I was talking about the Pauls when I said both these guys, but I don't like Mayweather either.
A real scumbag.
The video now. The video.
He's not a good person.
He's also a boring boxer.
He's all defense.
He's
all defense.
tough to watch.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Yeah, you got a black guy that almost
Because he doesn't try to fight. He tries to avoid punches.
And it's like, even
One of
if
Mayweather's bodyguards punched him in the face.
Good.
Yeah, the black guy after.
Yeah, I saw Jake Paul was crying about it
is
too.
Logan really gonna be like stoked on himself if he beats like a 41-year-old Floyd Mayweather?
41.
I mean, I'll be disappointed if he wins.
He's older than that, actually.
I thought he was older.
Here's the thing.
Like, how could you be stoked on yourself for beating a guy who's almost half a century?
Oh, someone in the Andrew says in the comments, Mayweather said he will fight Logan and Jake on the same night. That would be something.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Put them both in the ring.
He could take them both.
That's actually a good look.
Honestly, I think Mayweather would still beat them, to be honest.
That's good
I think
odds.
he's too quick.
Good odds.
What's Jake gonna do? What's Jake gonna do? Okay, so here's the thing.
What is this guy?
The guy with the
Fucking high school?
fastest reflexes in the world, Floyd Mayweather. Just let him take his hat and didn't. Come on, dude. This is the most staged shit I've ever seen.
And then afterwards, like Floyd was like storming off, like saying all this shit. It did seem a little bit much.
Dude, if I tried to grab the hat off your head right now, Casey, you could for sure like slap my hand away or something.
Yeah, you did
and I'm gonna argue Floyd Mayweather has a little faster reflexes than you. What? That's just my opinion.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
So he just stood there, dude.
I mean, I also just believe this because Jake Paul is the kid you hated in 5th grade and he just stayed the same.
Yeah, he's a little fuck.
I got your head.
Dude, he literally made a career out of being a little fuck.
And
honestly.
and right after, Jake already had merch made. This
This wasn't planned out. Like, come on,
know
man.
that?
Like,
No, I can see Jake planning it out.
So they planned this, and still the best line that
Well,
you
like
could
he was
come up
planning
with
to
was
do
a
this
nice
for
try.
like.
I think Mayweather was involved. I mean, Mayweather's all about money.
That's also true.
So I wouldn't.
Unfortunately, he'll probably sell shit ton of them because fucking people are stupid.
He tweeted.
Yeah, my eyes are rolling out the front door right now,
Like
dude.
you take the money
so
and all your
lame.
boring fights. I'm like,
This is, dude, boxing used to be so cool, dude. Like, these guys have...
Yeah, absolutely.
Boxing has usually been a publicity stunt.
It's like...
Well, at least there's like.
I understand what you're saying.
It's not like...
This guy doesn't deserve it anymore.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
No more of this.
You got a tattoo that says "Gotcha."
Or we can...
Who?
Who are we talking
You got
about?
a
Who's that?
tattoo.
Jake Paul.
He did not get a tattoo that said "Got your hat."
You did?
No, when? Right after this happened? No, he didn't. Are you serious?
No,
What's Jake Paul's net worth?
Serious?
I'm serious. Look.
Net worth?
Yep.
Probably a couple mil.
No way.
Couple?
You're
I'm gonna say
fucking lying.
hundreds.
I don't know about 100 mil.
Lying. This kid's a fuck.
Does anyone want to guess Jake Paul's net worth before I search it?
80 to 120 million, so I'm gonna go 100 million.
I'm
God,
saying
I
20.
hope not. I was gonna go like 10,
I'm gonna
20.
go 15.
I'm going 20.
No, I'm gonna go 6. 6 mil.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say about $70 or $80 million.
Oh my.
Any more guesses?
Yeah, 25.
Kev, 25. Joey?
I'm gonna go 138
Casey,
Million? Oh my God.
actually-
All right, I'm searching. What we got?
11
Reported net worth of 20 million. Yeah, that's old. Or no, this is
as of 20
okay,
20
yeah,
million.
yeah. Okay, 20 mil.
20 million.
I nailed
There we go.
it.
Casey, this is
Yeah,
the most
that's what I said too.
absurd thing I've ever seen.
I don't know if that's right. So what is?
Why?
Well, I mean, from the two
Why?
fights, he made $1 million from each one.
Because I'm gonna guess that he's probably making at least 20 million a year. So if you think about all the stuff he's done with YouTube and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
the merch,
Young. He started that young too.
very young.
Yeah.
And he got very big.
Think of how much.
I don't know. Net worth of 20 million.
spent a lot
He
of
spent a lot of
Yeah,
money
he
too,
blows
you know
it
what I
on
mean?
shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's young.
Yeah,
so you have,
I guess that could make sense.
I feel like
I
he's
don't
at-
think he
feel like
invests
he
any of
makes
that
20
money.
to 40 million dollars a year.
Yeah, he's just holding that money.
I
You know,
mean,
he's
yeah.
not like he's like blowing it on
I
whatever
feel like he
random
blows
shit
the
he
money
comes.
on.
Whatever.
we're talking about.
Jake.
Jake.
Logan probably has a higher number.
Probably more.
Probably a bit more.
He has a podcast. Barstool sponsors his podcast. Not more than. Yeah, I'd say more. Definitely more than Jake.
Just from
Logan Paul is also a much bigger YouTuber than
that's what I
Jake
figured.
Paul is.
Just give me the answer. Don't make me read an
Andrew's
article.
Wow, $19 million.
All right, so they're about the same, I
About the
guess.
same.
Interesting.
I feel like after this Mayweather fight, though, they'll go up because he's definitely gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, this is as of like a day ago.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And, all right,
It is very
topic up. Conor McGregor has something to say about it. He said, what the fuck is Floyd at? The kid curled up, didn't fight back once, and Floyd is still running around acting like the tough guy. The kid actually just pulled the shambles of a situation Floyd is in out of the drain for him. He should thank him. It's embarrassing. Pro to pro, it's embarrassing. He will not scratch 10 mil for this fight, and he knows it. It was canceled once already. The world is watching this on Twitter. He'd fight a half-decent pro and command 20 mil upwards. Yet it's this shit. Whatever way you spin this, it's sad. Fight someone for real on your record, or fuck off me, slaphead.
I mean, this is coming from the guy that literally kicked your ass. That's all right.
McGregor is if Jake Paul. Just to close this out, if either one of the Paul brothers like actually decided to fight a real fighter like Mayweather, I'm talking about McGregor.
Mayweather's not a real fighter, dude. He's
saying, like,
50.
McGregor. Like if he fought McGregor, he would get his ass destroyed.
Just fight a middle of the road in your
Just
weight class boxer,
someone
like
that
a
is
current
an active boxer.
same age as you, active boxer with like 7 professional
That's
fights
what I'm
under their
saying. It
belt.
doesn't have to be this like. It doesn't have to be a Canelo or anyone like that.
Yeah.
Just literally someone that fights regularly and like boxing is their sport. He fought a retired 5'6" NBA basketball player, the younger brother of a YouTuber, and a washed-up MMA fighter who's known for wrestling, not boxing.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you go up against real fighters, it's going to be a different story.
Big Nick, would you take Jake Paul in a fight?
Someone just said, I'm going to need to see Big Nick versus Jake Paul.
I'm picking Big Nick.
I'll take it. Well, let's go. If that means we stop talking about it, let's go.
Next topic. Speaking of, this is very interesting.
Speaking of blowing your money on shit.
We got a 10-story, 23-ton
I thought we were going to the yacht.
rocket will crash into Earth sometime over the weekend.
Crash into Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost it.
Yeah.
They lost the rocket in space.
They lost the rocket.
They don't know where it is.
It's in orbit.
AJ, do we have insurance?
It's in orbit.
What?
Do we have rocket insurance? Do we have,
No.
Do we have
Lands
Chinese
on.
rocket insurance?
No, I have not signed up for that.
Shit, well, you better get on it now. You better get on it.
I think it's
No,
worth the
I
risk.
think I'm probably not. Likelihood's still probably low.
All right, well, we'll see what happens.
But never zero.
That's what they all say. Likelihood is low.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's probably just gonna land in the ocean.
Yeah, here's the thing, dude. It's in low orbit, so it's like not going to be a huge deal. But it's fun to think that it will be.
It's a big rocket.
It's so fun. I had a great time thinking about
fun
my
thinking, what if a rocket were to land on our office?
Get scared about it. You guys should be scared if you watch it.
Every day. I think about it every morning. I'm like, today it might happen.
If I was you guys.
Yeah, so this New York Times said no, you're almost certainly not going to be hit by a 10-story, 23-ton piece of a rocket hurling back to Earth.
But
So you're saying
zero.
there's a chance?
But it's not zero.
Part of China's largest rocket, the Long March 5B, is tumbling out of control in orbit after launching a section of the country's new space station last week. The rocket is expected to fall to Earth in what is called an uncontrolled re-entry sometime on Saturday or Sunday.
Uncontrolled re-entry is a really nice way of putting that.
It's
gotta
A
hit
crash
somewhere.
landing.
Yeah.
It's going to crash into the planet.
Gotta hit somewhere.
It's gonna fall. Is what's
I think
happening.
it's wild that China's space station let this happen, though. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, space stuff goes wrong all the time.
Yeah, we've blown up a lot.
Elon Musk, like
dude.
Elon
We've
Musk,
blown
like
up a lot of
just
people.
blew up a rocket like last month, maybe 2 months ago.
He also said, he's like, people are gonna die when we
Yeah.
do, when we
No, it goes wrong all the
People
time.
will die.
Yeah.
At least he's being honest about it.
I mean, he's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not covering it up.
I mean, it's not, at least he's not the government saying everything's safe and it's fucking not. So.
I think the government
to that.
sponsors it
I'd rather
now.
have a guy.
Doesn't he work
straight
with
up
NASA
honest
now?
about things.
Isn't it like SpaceX and NASA like working together, where he basically just funds it
Yeah.
and then uses NASA scientists and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. All right, now we're talking about my favorite person in the world.
Elon Musk.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Oh, this is going to bring up a little debate action here, but
Now, speaking of blowing your money on stuff,
he follows up the Super Bowl win with buying a $6 million yacht. So
Let's
he
go.
already had bought one previously, but he's upgrading from another yacht from the same company. But I don't think, this brings back to our debate before, Johnny, I don't think it's a yacht.
I think that's a yacht.
It's 77 feet, isn't it?
yeah, what
What's the
constitutes a
length?
yacht?
What's the length for a yacht? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think a yacht's like 40 feet.
The blue one he had before, so how much bigger is this one from the other one?
What's a yacht?
They can be really small.
What is yacht? What is
My
yacht?
uncle has a yacht and it's like a 30-foot boat. Like it's not that big.
So what defines like a yacht that you can like live in it?
Google it.
Has to be 33.
33.
Thank you, Russell.
He's got the numbers.
It has to be 33 feet? Okay.
Yeah, 12 meters. Which I assume is around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good for
not
Tom,
good
man.
around
He
40
deserves
feet,
it. It's
so
about time.
30, 40.
I mean, it's
It's
not.
about time you bought a bigger yacht.
If you own a luxury craft,
One thing that's been holding him back.
this is
Not
so.
having a big enough boat.
I love how pretentious this definition is. If you own a luxury craft less than 12 meters long, it's usually called a cabin cruiser. Yeah, fuck you. You don't have a yacht. You have a cabin cruiser.
That's hilarious.
Thanks, man.
I mean, that you realize, and again, obviously, this doesn't mean anything because he's got more money than he knows what to do with. But he also bought that $17 million Miami. Isn't there like a private island down there for like? Wasn't there something on the news about Brady buying some like $17 million Miami house or something?
Oh, I mean,
Probably.
how much is he making per year?
What's
I
his
feel
net
like
worth?
it's all a wash.
What's Tom Brady's net worth? 150
it's-
to 200?
It's less than Giselle's. I know that.
150 to
Annual
200?
income is less than
I'll look it
Giselle's
up.
too. She's still making.
He's just a trophy husband.
Yeah.
Woo! As of March 13th, 2021, his net worth is an estimate $250 million. So let's see
bad.
what Giselle is.
Giselle's gonna be over
380. 380.
380.
520.
Whoa!
400.
400.
Yeah, they're not struggling for cash.
No, no,
Yeah, they're chilling.
They can buy multiple.
Yeah, the $6 million yacht seems like nothing now.
Pocket change, yeah.
Seriously.
Write it off.
Right.
You know what, you want to talk about your boy fucking Brady? I'm talking about my boy fucking Robert Kraft buying a $43 million house in the Hamptons, bitch.
Yeah.
Is that a brag? I don't even
something
understand.
about it, Casey.
Billionaire owner can buy a big
No,
house.
I'm being serious. Robert Kraft bought a $43 million house in the Hamptons.
$43 million.
$43 million.
Why the Hamptons?
Because
Hamptons are
a lot of
nice.
people go to the Hamptons.
Yeah, but he goes to the Cape. He's a Cape guy.
He probably sails across.
$7 billion. I think he can afford multiple homes.
Probably has a jet that he takes over like Mass just to like the end of Long Island.
Come on, Robert Kraft.
Hey Nick, weren't you saying when you went to Fort Lauderdale, like you saw Jay Leto's house?
Yeah.
And it was like he never goes in it?
Yeah, I saw Jay Leno's house and they said he literally bought the house to store his cars. He never stays there. It's
buy that.
blew up all the walls except for the ones that obviously need to hold up the house, and it's literally a car storage unit. That's all it is. There's no kitchen. There's no nothing. It's just
Some
for
people
cars.
just have that money.
I mean, he very famously doesn't even spend. He hasn't spent a dime of his talk show money.
Really?
Hey, you hear about this? You hear about this? I got lots of money. I got a house just for my car. You hear about this?
That's hilarious.
So I have a fun little Albert Pool stat I just saw on Twitter.
Oh no!
It's a good stat.
Okay, I want to hear it.
It's a good stat.
No, it's not.
Albert Pujols has gotten a hit off of 10.2% of all players to ever throw a pitch in the MLB.
Oh, it's
Ever?
Ever.
That seems impossible. That's crazy.
How do you do that?
How did you do it?
Tell me your secret.
Time travel.
I want to do that. Tell me your secret. What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat during? What's your workout routine?
Wheaties.
Did you really just say
I only eat Wheaties. It's the breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Champions.
A lot of Wheaties.
All Wheaties.
A lot of Wheaties.
All right, next topic. We're on to bird talk.
More birds.
Bird talk. Well, those aren't real.
A flock of rare condors descends
go.
on a California woman's home and wreaks havoc on her deck.
Reese.
Wrecks?
Reeks havoc.
Wreck.
Someone reeks havoc.
They did wreck the deck.
They did wreck the deck.
They wreaked it. Big time.
They smell havoc on her
smelled the joint up.
So,
They
smell
sniffed
like
out
shit.
a product.
I got some deets for you guys. So over the
fucking 'em.
weekend, 15 California condors descended on this chick's mom's house.
I feel so stupid.
I feel like my brain. I
This
just
shit's
lose
this is actually crazy. And they absolutely trashed her deck, and they still haven't left. to this day.
Yo, is this the picture
That's their
of
house
like
now.
inside the chimney?
This is it.
No.
To this day, they're
Dude,
still
birds
there.
are attacking. I saw
They're
another
still
story
on
about like 50,000 birds going into somebody's
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about
that was the first bird talk.
So birds are taking over. right
So
now.
what I would do in that
Hitchcock's having a
situation,
field day.
go up to my roof, open up the chimney, get a lighter, drop that bitch
Oh my God,
in there,
yeah.
get gasoline, pour that in there.
Oh my God.
Just have a fried chicken, baby.
I'll blow my house.
fried condor.
If I have to, I have to. If I find 800 birds in my fucking, you're gonna blow up your house. 800 birds? I gotta do something.
It's probably about time to blow up your house with the 8,000 birds. Just living
Good
in
luck
there.
telling your house insurance like what happened.
What happened?
Am I
So
insured
had a
for,
bird,
right? So I go up to the roof.
I did a ton of birds came.
Okay, Hitchcock.
The craziest part about this is that there's only 160 of these birds flying free in the state. And a flock of them,
All in the house.
All there.
and that flock of them just decided to start a war with this girl's mom.
Why? What attracted them to this house?
I don't know.
Was she
Let's
cooking?
hear their side of the story.
Did they have
We have one of the condors live.
We reached out to the birds for an interview. We got no response.
Hilarious, yeah.
Well, Dave, what do you think? Are birds real or not?
Are birds real? Well, I'm wearing the shirt, so I gotta go with no. They're government drones.
You know what? Put it on Sportsnet's bird style.
Bird says birds aren't real.
Wow.
Have you ever seen like the? So this is like a whole like. It's like obviously a whole joke, but
what a day.
the guy who made the birds aren't real, like all that shit, he went on like a morning show not long ago, and he's dead serious about it. I think he's just doing a bit, but like he's so committed to the bit.
It's gotta be a bit.
amazing. Like they'll ask him like, so this is all just like a whole elaborate like joke, right? And he's just like, it's actually really insulting that you said that.
Did you guys see this? I don't know how the fuck to pronounce this. Cicadas, yeah. Trillions
whole
of cicadas are about to emerge from underground in 15 U.S. states in a couple weeks.
So the brood, it's called
DC,
brood
baby.
eggs.
They haven't come out. They've been hibernating for 17 years.
So when I was a kid, when I was 7,
Insects. They're like big bugs. Look, this is what they look like.
the brood, so the hive is called brood X.
They sound like fucking lawnmowers
It's this genre.
when they're
It's this
together.
breed of cicada that comes out once every 17 years. And when they come out to mate once every 17 years, they come above ground and they just make this loud, deafening noise. It's like 100 decibels all times of the day and night. And so when I was 7, this is the last time. DC is the epicenter of this. Like the soil in DC, that's where most of these guys live. And so we're the epicenter. And when I was 7, the sounds I remember is the hum and then also the crunch. Every step you take, you're walking on cicada carcasses.
Oh my God,
It
dude.
is
No.
gross.
Stay inside. What are you doing?
Well, this shit was trending on Twitter. and I was
Walking on them?
You're walking on them.
Oh
You gotta.
my God.
Yeah.
dude.
Have you ever seen like the empty shells of them?
Yeah.
Even like in the Northeast, they
that's
are
true.
like.
No,
I mean, I know to see them in New York occasionally, at least.
They're popular in New York.
Yeah, they're really popular.
They're popping in New York.
How big
Yeah.
are these?
I mean, they're not like
size.
small. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, they're decent size.
They're like nickel
They
a
look
quarter
nice.
size.
Yeah, they just live the city. You know?
Big dwarfs.
Alrighty. Would you guys eat pizza out of the vending machine?
Whoa, you said eat pizza and then there was a pause.
Yeah, I was literally like, would you eat pizza? Yeah.
I mean, I had pizza for lunch, so yeah.
Out of the vending machine.
Can I see the vending machine?
That's totally different.
Look at this vending machine.
I mean, that pizza that she's holding looks pretty trash.
Rome, Italy. They just came out.
Italy?
Oh, it's in Italy?
Italy, I would
I mean,
do.
if it's from Italy, I mean,
Yeah, I gotta trust the process.
My mom's had one. They went
How
there,
much
they
is it?
like that.
Really?
What's you think?
phenomenal.
What's the review?
I think it was okay.
I mean, it's not good. It's not going to be.
It is a vending
the best.
machine at the
Yeah,
end of
it's
the
a vending
day.
machine.
It's a
Okay, actually, I take it back. If I'm in Rome,
Yeah.
I'm not getting it out of a fucking vending machine.
But I mean, when in Rome.
But what I'm
I mean,
saying
come on.
is, since they're the ones doing it, I would trust them more than getting it in like in fucking Boston.
I don't know. I think I would almost trust something like this in the States more than in Rome. What? Because this is the U.S. written all over it. Pizza vending machine.
Amsterdam or Amsterdam.
I feel that too.
We don't have this innovation in the food technology.
Maybe like as like a touristy thing in New York, where it's just like, whoa, you can get your pizza out of a wall. How crazy!
I can definitely see New York doing that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know they get my pizza out of
So
sewers
New
in
York,
New York.
za.
With those cool turtles.
Well, I was gonna say when Michelangelo
New
pops
York
out of
vending machine, za.
Za.
Some za.
Oh, I mean that'd probably be what it was called.
Some vending
Honestly, we
za.
should just write this down so we
Vending za. Vending za.
we now have proof. This is our idea. If anyone takes it.
So Caleb in the comments says the first ever pizza vending machine is in the U.S. located in Jackson, Michigan, and he says they're not bad for $10.
There you go. $10.
$10.
You can get a cheaper one from Domino's.
Pizza.
You can go to Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Yeah, talking about Michigan pizza.
Well, yeah, but like I would rather just go to like Domino's at that point if we're gonna get like a cheap
You
one.
guys are better than Little Caesars.
Yes.
I very much
Yes.
am. You guys have your nose in the air about pizza.
Little Caesars.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Little
Caesars. Awful.
Of like the chains, I would say Little Caesars is maybe the worst.
It's $5
for a
Yeah, it's $6 at Domino's. It's $6 at Pizza Hut.
McDouble
Like,
is
what do you want?
$1
Like,
for a reason.
Well, I don't like
Joe, you like
McDonald's.
Little Caesars? I have a soft spot in my heart for Little Caesars.
What's the
Big time. I used to. This is a scumbag story. I used to in high school. We used to go to Little Caesars and go eat it under the bridge, and that was what I did with my friends. So I love Little Caesars. It's an emotional thing.
Who brought the heroin? I bring the drugs.
I bring the pizza. You bring the drugs. Yeah.
Caleb says Little Squeezers. Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, squeeze your ass cheeks after you leave.
Little Caesars is awful.
One time I had it, I was on the toilet in like 1 hour. And it was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like we're getting this out. It's like this is
One of those like you're clenching, like one of those like you're sitting like this, holding your stomach.
Yeah, like, oh my god, what did I just do?
Oh, sorry. What gourmet pizzas are you guys eating that are making you feel much better?
Okay,
I eat Domino's. I just have these natural.
Yeah, I was gonna, of the chains, Domino's, Papa John's,
so much
Pizza Hut,
better.
Little
I'm not going to
Caesars.
fucking Regina Pizza in the North
That's
End
my
every time I
ranking.
want pizza, but I'm not going to Little Caesars when I want pizza. You know what I mean?
dude.
You have to have a happy medium.
Yeah.
You have to meet in the middle. Little Caesars is bottom. I understand.
Market basket pizza underrated.
Let me tell
tastes better when you eat it under a bridge.
I'll counter that.
The bridge tastes great.
I understand
Marinates
it's
with
trash. Not good. I have a soft spot for Domino's because in college,
You got stuff
I
dripping
would
from the
just get drunk,
overpass.
Come home and order Domino's at like 2 in the morning.
There you
so
go.
I have a soft
And
spot.
it's an $8 pizza
So
versus a $5 pizza.
So I understand the soft
Those
spot
$3
part. But
matter.
I can admit Domino's sucks.
Domino's is fine. I'll go a step further, dude.
Compared to other
Domino's
pizza,
isn't
it's not
pizza.
Papa
I don't know
John's
what
better
it
than
is,
Papa
but
John's.
it's not.
Wait, Papa John's is better than Papa John's?
No, because compared to Papa John's, better than Papa John's.
Well, I've never had
Papa John's sucks.
Papa John's has the garlic butter,
Papa
dude.
John's came on, did an interview, all sweaty and stuff like that, and said they don't make a pizza the same since I left.
I've ate 40 of them.
I eat 40 pizzas in 30 days, and it's just not the same. Why are you eating 40 pizzas in 30 days?
That shit's nasty.
He's taking it out of his vocabulary.
What is the best pizza places you guys would choose over Little Caesars? I already gave my ranking.
Well-
Of the chains, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars.
Oh, Pizza Hut.
So
Is there another one?
We're talking like chain?
Yeah, I was just doing of like the national chains.
Papa Gino's is.
Oh, Papa Gino? Is that a national chain?
Yeah, that's a
I thought that was a regional thing.
I think it's regional.
I thought it was like just the Northeast.
Oh, are we talking national?
Yeah, we're talking national.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Papa Gino's is
Pizzeria
okay.
Regina's not a national thing.
No, Regina's is also not.
I don't think it is.
It is regional. There's 97 Papa Gino's in Connecticut, Mass, New Hampshire, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Regina is also regional, and it's
Regina's regional.
fantastic.
Regina is the best pizza.
I don't know.
I mean,
The best pizza.
I would prefer like local places for the most part, but
Regina is like
Regina's pretty good as far as
tier.
chains go.
Cool.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Pizza.
Do we have a riddle for today, Johnny?
Well, I thought weather was. No, we switched weather.
It's all right. We're running late anyway, so if we have any
Viewer questions?
or
Yeah, let's see what we
Dante, if
got.
you want to give your
Someone said rate your
review
top pizza
about-
places.
We just did that.
If you
did
want to
that
do your
one.
review about the new J. Cole song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about J. Cole's new song. It's only a 2-minute long song. So I
Just
couldn't
real
sleep
quick.
last night. Had a tough night sleeping.
Yeah.
Looked at the
Sorry to
clock.
hear that,
It was like
bro.
11:45. Like, you know what? I might as well stay up another 15 minutes to listen to this new song. It's only 2 minutes long, but that was pretty good. I mean, he's spitting.
Okay.
He said my homie's got more coke than the soda company.
That's a good line.
That was a bar.
It's funny.
Great, yeah, he's a fucking legend.
He said Christ died at 33,
Fuck
and
off.
so did Pimp C and Nipsey. That's a fact.
Big Nick, I know you're dying on this hill, but like you gotta
Cole's a
know
legend.
he's like already like probably top 20 of all time in terms of like hip hop artists. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're talking about J. Cole being in the top 20?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say top.
I think so.
I'd put him
I
in
would
top
go.
20.
I would like to
I
make a
think he will be
comprehensive like Lumberland top 50.
Hey,
You know what?
I have a top 50 list.
Let's do it.
I would
We should
ask
do that.
everyone what their top 10 rappers are of all time, but we're running late.
We'll
so
do
maybe
that.
we'll do
next
that.
week, TikTok series, top 5 coming back, top 5 rappers of all time. Be there.
5. It's gonna be tall.
Top 5 of all time.
Actually, just kidding. I already know mine.
Definitely done that.
Reese's rapper.
We're doing another one.
I do have a question to ask about the legend thing. What does an artist need to do to be considered a legend for you?
I mean, to me, you got to make great hits that you actually know. I couldn't name you 3 songs from J. Cole.
You could name 3
No
J.
role
Cole
models?
songs.
Probably should.
Well, I don't
No
think
say, you know what?
I couldn't name you 3 songs. The one I know really good is the Workout song.
Workout.
Good one.
Me, work. And then,
One of my favorites.
Middle child.
Middle Child,
Can't get
fantastic.
enough.
Can't get
That's
enough.
about that.
No role models? You didn't like that one?
I wasn't a fan of role model.
What about Power Trip?
First things first.
Which one?
Phil?
Power Trip.
Power Trip with Miguel
That
was
was
great.
less popular, but I liked it.
Never heard of it.
Wait, what's that?
And we
Do you think someone? How many? Do you think he has a classic album, J. Cole? Do you think Forest Hills got at least?
He's got at least 2 classics.
I think he has 2 class. I think
I
Forest Hills
got
Drive
nothing
and 4
against
Your
the
Eyes
guy.
on
I'm
their
just saying. I mean,
classics.
we're talking about. You can't, in my opinion, you can't put J. Cole in the same sentence as Rick Ross, Lil Wayne.
Rick Ross.
He's much better than
Rick Ross is
Way better than
yeah.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross is way further down.
J. Cole's much better than Rick Ross.
J. Cole's way better than Rick
Rick
Ross.
Ross.
I mean,
Rick Ross?
I love Rick Ross, but I like J. Cole is definitely
He's
better
my-
than Rick
Technically,
Ross.
rapping standpoint, J. Cole
Yeah.
is so
J.
much
Cole,
better.
Absolutely.
And musically,
more like well known, like people know who he is.
I don't even think that's true.
that's true.
I love Rick. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Ricky Rose. All right. I love Mr. 305. That's Pitbull from Miami. Or Miami.
He's the best.
But J. Cole's a better rapper than Rick Ross.
Top 5 rappers all time, probably number 1 Pitbull, 2 Rick Ross,
3 shot.
Nick, we got one more shot challenge from Andrew Castro. Do you want to do it again?
Who's what?
The free throw shot?
All right.
All right, we got to do it. This is how we're ending the show.
Rebounds. I need rebounds.
This is how we're ending the show today.
3rd time's the
Xander says local is always best. You're right, Xander. Someone gave their list Nas, Tupac, Biggie, Kanye, Eminem. I wouldn't put Kanye in my top 5 for rap.
So before I shoot the shot,
more of an artist.
More of a
I'm gonna do
producer
the outro
than a
real quick.
rapper.
Before I take the shot, I'm gonna do the outro real quick. Thank you guys for joining us. We had some crazy topics today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Again, we got mugshots coming out at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check out the Snack Time Doritos last night. Joey, great job on editing that.
Very much. Great job.
And check out our TikTok page. And yeah, before we end the show, here's my shot. Where's the best? Where's the best? Oh, that's what's over there. It's over there.
Alright, we definitely need rebounders in this one because we got a lot of mugs.
All right.
Hey, Dante, you want my mic?
So, I usually like shoot from over there. I just shoot my shot. I just shoot my shot. All right, here we go. We got rebounders attack. Here we go.
Rebounders attack.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Casey, make sure you get the ball. Guys.
Big rebound. Dennis Rodman underneath it.
Boardman gets paid.
We got Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman, and who's another?
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond. And then Joey.
And Joey Capote.
Shoot it.
Catch. Good shot.
Shit.
That one looked good.
That looked good.
So coming out of hand, too.
That's all we got for today. See you next week.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching today.
Good
We're
weekend,
back.
everybody.
Oh, the